So Amy and our Amy asked, "Hi Alexa, did you start off as a fun, then work up to being a content producer?" And Awa asked, "I would like to ask you when your passion for ASMR videos began and how you started making videos. Then what is your favorite trigger?" Well, I first discovered ASMR 4 years ago, and I was so fascinated by the fact that different, simple, and random items can make sounds that can help you sleep and relax. So I was watching more and more ASMR videos, and it kind of became my bedtime routine. And one day I decided to record an ASMR video just for fun. And then I uploaded it on YouTube. I wasn't expecting anything, but when I saw that people were commenting that my video could help them relax, I was so happy, and I get Joanna Harrell, Joanna is my middle name. I have a variety of songs there, from Disney piano covers to classical music to original piano music, all played, recorded, and produced by me. You can find the link in the description box below. If you guys listen, I really hope you enjoy my music. And if you go and listen, please let me know what you think. So, I'm not sure if you have already realized, but I'm a little bit nervous, so yeah. It's the first time that I'm actually doing this while facing the camera, so yeah. Next question is from Jenna, and she commented, "Hi Alexa, I've noticed that you have a lot of mics in your videos. Why do you have so many?" I love your videos. You always help me sleep. Thank you so much for being here, Jenna. I'm so happy that my videos can help you sleep. this channel with my sister. We actually do this together, and she's behind the camera right now. She is helping me record everything, and we're searching for new triggers and ideas all the time. And then I edit everything that we have recorded together. So yeah, that is the answer to the question, why do I have so many mics? Next question is from N1NJ4Go. I guess you want to say ninja. What is your dream? Well, first of all, thank you so much for being here. You're here for so long and I appreciate it so much. I always love to see your comments. Well, I don't think that's a simple question because So the question is, how do you keep that beautiful smile all the time in your videos? Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. Well, I love doing ASMR. That's why I smile all the time, and I know that it sometimes might be a little bit weird, but I don't do it on purpose. It just happens. But thank you so much for your kind words. Okay, so next one is from Happy 93. I can't wait for the face reveal. I wanna know what are your hobbies and what do you like to do in your free time. Thanks. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching. So when I have free time, I like to watch movies, and I like to go to the cinema with my friends. I like to play video games. I love playing video games and listen to music. I also love to play tennis. Tennis is my favorite sport, and I just love it so much. I usually have tennis practice twice a week, and I play tennis matches with my friends on Saturdays or Sundays. I don't really like working out, but tennis is the best exercise for the body, in my opinion at least. And I find it so much fun. So yeah, if you haven't tried tennis yet, I definitely 100% recommend it to you. Next question is from LA Cool. Hey Alexa, do you play video games? And if so, what is your favorite video game? Well, as I said, I love to play video games when I have free time. I usually play PlayStation. Well, my favorite game is Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, because I love Disney so much. But I also have some other video games that I really like. For example, Spyro the Dragon. I just love it so much. And my ultimate favorite video game is Crash Bandicoot. hours to actually record a video. Of course, my sister helps me with that, and we do everything together. In every video, I have to put nails first because these are not my real nails. I love to actually put different type of nails because the ASMR sounds are better, I believe, with long nails. And then after we record, I edit the videos, and it usually takes me about I believe a couple of days to fully edit and export a video. It was taking me so much time because I live in a very busy area and there is always outside noise. I used to record the videos at 3 a.m. at night, yeah. And I could still hear outside noises, and I had to edit everything out. That's why I had to edit for many hours. To actually cut the outside noises. But from now on with the studio, I hope it would be easier for me. Actually, this is the first video that I record in our studio, so I hope it turns out well. I don't know yet. I will edit it.